Heyo everybody. I hope you guys have been doing well. Mm. Um, I've been doing well, thank you. I just need to see something. 7 days. Okay. Got a few days to do that. And some of the things, it's just been so hectic by me lately. Yeah. Just can't do anything right now. Okay. So what we're doing today, now that we're being back to things, is we're going to be doing the end game stuff. There we go. That's what I need to hear. This one seems easy. Oh yeah, we're going to do the Mekkhashore. So if I remember correctly, it's a giant ass crab. Yeah, but it's in boss, so it's in like a month or something. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I think it's now first doing the whole teams and stuff, getting the teams together, all of that. And then we go from there. So I just need to do this. It's getting to feel a lot like Christmas. And I hope they do merge our servers next season, because unfortunately the server's basically dying. There are enough players for ranks and stuff, but yeah, there's not actually like a ton of people. Yeah, because I know that half of the people in my alliance aren't playing, but I have to keep them there for the sake of the numbers, so that we can do the alliance fight even if we lose. So yeah. Yeah. Go, go, go. Kill 'em. Okay, so now head to Driftwood. I accidentally started the story earlier today. I'm like, ooh, wait. All right. As per your agreement with Filto, you make it to Driftwood right on time. Returning to the familiar place feels exactly like in your memories. The sea breeze is warm and salty, yet there's no sign of filter. You recall your missed appointment with him. Could it be? As your outrage mounts, you're about to turn on your heel and depart. Suddenly, there's a cry for help in the distance. Help! For the mercy's sake, my sister, someone save her. Help! Good soul, we need help. Help! What's the matter? 4 days. 4 whole days. If the wood elves here have dragged us up the shore. I really am dead. Watch your mouth. Sailors hate that sort of jinxing talk. We have to survive so as not to let them down. Them? They are our fallen comrades of the magic crystal one, lost to the recent shipwreck. Only we 3 survived, clinging to driftwood until these shores granted mercy. Oh, Gertie, my frail sister since birth, now burns with terror's fever. This is a rather troublesome matter. Not only is the wood elf healer who saved us earlier is currently not around. Who the hell wrote this? Not only is the wood elf healer, the one who saved us, not around, but our supplies have all been swallowed up by the sea, so we have no medicine to offer. Traveler, you look like a great adventurer who has traveled the world. You must carry a whole lot of medicine on you. Please help my sister. Your kindness shines like a beacon. This meeting was surely woven by the gods themselves. Thank you. I thought I'd never, the shipwreck was so awful. Did you run into a storm or hit a reef? Strength isn't enough in the seabed or trade. You also need good fortune. I felt a knot in my gut, I did too reading this, before we set sail, and sure enough, the voyage was ill-fated. My fleet was dragged into the undercurrent, exacting a terrible toll. Oh, no, that's wrong. How could it be the undercurrent? I've told you so many times. I saw it with my very own eyes. Tentacles, terrible, gigantic, eyeballed tentacles. Why won't you believe me? I even got splashed by some of its pus. And it stank way worse than a corpse lying out in the sun for 10 days. Who the hell is writing this crap? I must have fallen sick because of that. By the magic crystal's glow, I vow no riptide this. A monster from the abyss yanked us screaming into the brine. Fear distorts your sight. Consider what eldritch arms could span deep enough to drag down our mighty magic crystal ore. Kurt is an outstanding mineral surveyor, but she's new here and a tad nervous. Don't pay it too much mind. The tentacles, the eyes, the fearsome power. You are reminded of the Basilisus you faced not so long ago, but you defeated it, didn't you? Apologies for the wait, my gnomes. Long time no see, traveler. It really is you. The last 2 nights have been blowing a gale, so I came to give my gnome friends some warm garb. The shock from the recent shipwreck and the freezing gales have pulled some of them down. Things couldn't carry on like that. The writing can't carry on like that either. Sure enough, the kind soul's friends are all kind souls too. It was Fallujah, no kindness, that took us in and saw to it we had ample food and water, traveler. Speaking for the entire fleet, I thank you. If you're ever in a tight spot and need help, you need only ask. It's no trouble at all. We're all neighbors, living by the same sea anyway. By the way, what brings you to the archipelago this time, traveler? I see. So it was you that Volto was after, and not me. He came not too long ago, I'm sure he did, but departed in a hurry. Before leaving, he asked that I deliver a message to a friend who was coming to meet him. What was it again? The trouble from before isn't entirely resolved. Gnome friends are in danger, and he can't stand idly by and watch. Do you know where he's headed? Southward, probably to the Isles of Mist Song. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Boop, boop, boop. I would do the whale, but I have been there before, and I'm just not going to. I'm not going to get anything as far as I remember. Oh, there's something. Oh. Well, there you have it, people.
A divine gift it is. Be grateful.
attention. Can't be really Who's there? Halt! Why are you blocking the road? Speaking to us like that? The nerve! Disrespecting us is disrespecting the boss. You deserve a beating. I don't know why it always goes back to them, but okay. It's going to be a lot like Christmas. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. A lot like Christmas. Stop fighting. We're all friends here. Only in peace is true victory. Only in peace shall there be true victory. Or only in peace is there true victory to be found. Only in peace will there be true victory. Ne? We don't have any such friends. Let me make the introductions. This is the legendary, the valiant Dragon Slayer. And these gnomes are Mr. Victor's most formidable followers. We love friends like you, talking with such consideration. All right then, just for filter, we'll overlook the outlander's slight. Fine, sure, nothing but a misunderstanding. Nothing to fuss about between friends. Huh? Where's my pocket watch? When I saw you fighting in the distance, I rushed over. I suppose I dropped it somewhere nearby in my haste. Walter catches your eye. You follow his lead, recognizing the hint. For you two to go somewhere without an audience. I'll give you a hand. Let's go and find it. Freaking perv. My old friend, it's so good to finally meet you. Please allow me to first apologize. I never intended to miss our meeting, but I was suddenly swamped. By known friends sending word of their unfortunate run-ins with peculiar shipwrecks. I happened upon a couple of gnomes on driftwood who'd escaped a wreck. A few among them claimed to have seen a monster. Yeah, Donella agreed to meet me at Driftwood, but she never turned up. I was worried that she had encountered some trouble, so I asked around and finally received some news recently. How did you know that Donella is on the Isle of Mist song? Easy as pie. My web of connections spans every shadow and sunbeam across Adenthia. According to my latest intel, the President Donella of the Gnomes Magical Puppet Guild made a special trip to meet the renowned munitions merchant Victor. One is a master mechanic, the other is a prevalent arms dealer. I am certain that by working with them we can put an end to this monster drama, and maybe also handle my cannon upgrade. Ha ha ha, get what I mean? Wink wink. After landing on the isle, I intended to search for Donella, but Victor's lackeys were all over the place. They closed off all the roads and told me to hurry up. And leave because their boss was engaged in an important meeting. I don't think we'll get far by strong-arming it. I mean, I could. All I could do is foster relations with these gnomes and then play it by ear. As long as we can find Victor, we'll be able to locate Donella. Perhaps you should ask those gnomes about the whereabouts of their boss. I've befriended them already, yet even after so many days they still aren't willing to open up to me. Pressing them further will only sour relations, and in any case you're far more persuasive. Try the sugary sweet approach first, but if that fails you can beat it out of them. Who doesn't like a good beating? I had no idea you and the boss were so close. I'll tell you then. Head eastward. They're on the beach. Be sure to put in a good word for me with the boss when you see him. My fees depending on it. Ugh. Ah, shut up. How's it going, then? Did you learn anything significant? Absolutely. They told me that Donella and Victor are on the Eastern Shore beach at the moment. And of course he'll just run ahead. It's starting to look a lot like Chris. Okay. Oh, apparently so. And where is it? Magic crystals above. Oh no, I'm so sorry, so very sorry. Seeing you has just reminded me that I promised Fulto I'd upgrade his magic crystal cannon. How could I be so lax? I've clearly been too busy lately. Are you busy with new inventions? Actually, we've run into a real dilemma. Inventing and whatnot is currently on hold. There's been a flurry of shipwrecks recently. Gnomes out at sea have been dragged under by some mysterious, ineffable force. There's all manner of rumor flying around as to what it is. Undercurrents, reefs, sea monsters. After I compiled 179 first-hand accounts, discarding terror-induced illusions, the common thread revealed itself. tentacles, pus, and ghastly strength. This incident was no coincidence at all. There's a giant monster ravaging the seas.
That's precisely why Donella came to see me. She wants to purchase a sizable weapon from me. Not that I lack such wares, but these bulky armaments devour space and find few buyers. I keep them docked on distant, forsaken isles, hardly retrievable at a moment's notice. So, Donella, I must reiterate my previous counsel. Why come to me when your mentor's guidance awaits? I've got wind earlier that she was researching enormous battle robots, supposedly to great effect. Granted, there were a few mishaps. Still, she's a genius. She's bound to make a breakthrough eventually.
Actually, after the explosion, she didn't wake up. Major News stunned anchorite spiral a decade ago. Operation Failings of the mysterious inventor destroys Mekkhashore in blast. The star of this incident was my mentor, Theohine. Despite wearing the most advanced anti-blast gear available at the time, she was so close to the explosion that she fell into a coma. It's been 10 years and she's still asleep. That was the giant combat robot she has been working on, the Mekkhashore. It was a masterpiece of unparalleled greatness and risk.
That's just life. It's so sad. I might be of benefit to you. I purchased a pricey potion from an elf a while back. Supposedly it possesses all manner of miraculous properties, preserving youth, reversing aging. Elven magic never ceases to amaze. Its intricacies elude us outsiders, yet remain undeniably worth embracing. After all, your mentor is the person best placed to tackle the sea monster conundrum. I imagine that as her pupil, you'll be keen to save her, no?
Does such a miracle drug really exist? If mentor can be cured with it, I'd have no qualms exchanging all my magic puppets for it. Your gaze sweeps over Victor's eyes, which you find to be brimming with sincerity. Mentor is still at Mekkhashore. I've brought her to the mechanical hut where she used to live when she was doing research on Mekkhashore.
We're heading over to pay her a visit this very instant. I'll have my underlings handle the navigation. By the way, Donella, my fleet has never traveled to Mekkhashore by sea before, so we aren't familiar with its route. Not only are there dangerous currents, but also thunderstorm zones. This is making me yawn. Could you provide a true chart of these waters, one bearing the Navigation Guild's own surveys and precise annotations, would turn peril into mere routine?
Sure, of course. Please wait a moment while I look for it.
Hold on. You'd best inspect the vessel before setting out. After all, the journey is long, and the safety is imperative. Don't you agree, old friend? The vessel in the distance looks sturdy, with plentiful supplies piled upon the deck. It should deliver you safely to your destination. We're all set. The vessel is fine. Confused then with the loud crash, a falling iron cage traps Donella in full tow.
What is the meaning of this? We're not.
Who in the world wants to take you to Theohine? She's a pig-headed delusional snotcase. I wasted so much time tagging along with you just to get my hands on this chart. The cry chart. The cry chart. Yes, I'm crying while I chart this. The cry chart?
Victor, don't you dare lay a finger on Cryshart.
Mekkhashore, it seems you really have no idea how incredible the cry shot is, Outlander. 20,000 magic crystals, forged under the rarest conditions, birth a single cry shot. A vessel of such immense power it can sustain machinery for millennia. This solitary marvel remains the world's sole specimen. Please, take a short rest here, my friends. I've watched Donella grow up since she was little, really. So I'll do you a little favor and inform her subordinates to come and get you.
You try to catch up to him, but Victor's already sailing away aboard his ship. Seeing you, you stop dead in your tracks. We can't carry on like this. The island is terribly windy, and come nightfall we might actually freeze to death in this place. We must find a way to get free. I'm really sorry, friends. I'm such a poor judge of people, and this time I even dragged you both into my mess. Save the talk for later. Let me disarm this mechanism and get you both out first. This is a lot of talking. I had no idea you were so into mechanics. Victor just left. We should hurry and catch up. No way we're letting him get his hands on the Cryshot. The Cryshot is very incredibly extraordinary valuable. It holds a tremendous amount of energy, capable of powering any kind of machinery. And only one exists in the whole world. Then what was the point of the and there? In theory, any experiment can be replicated, yet no gnome has ever succeeded into refining a second Cryshot. And we need the Cryshot to power up the robot Mekkhashore that my mentor created. It's our only chance against that sea monster.
However, my friends, we have a prickly issue at hand. The vessel is gone, so what do we do now? Surveying the endless expanse of ocean, you feel your gut churning with the waves.
I have an idea.
And raffles through a toolkit for a long while.
The magic puppet bird is my cutest and most reliable companion. It can fly us to Mekkhashore, which is a much more exciting way to get there than by boat. Trevor, I'd like to offer you the first taste of flight.
Sure you do.
You press the button on the magic puppet bird, but nothing happens. Oh no, it must have used up all its energy supply. Actually, I'll start up again if I replace its magic crystal. Let me see. Oh no, how forgetful of me. I didn't grab a single magic crystal when I headed out.
When I was wandering around this island, I heard that there was once an important transit island for the transportation of magic crystals. So there should be quite a fair bit of crystal left behind here.
All right, let's split up. Filter and I will remain here to oversee the magic puppet bird, of course. You should get going and hurry. Quickly, let's try inserting the crystals.
You push the prepped magic crystals into the energy slot. Something magical unfolds before your eyes. The previously petite magic bird instantly transformed into a several times its size. It blinks its illuminated eyes and begins chirping out a lively gnomish song.
Ha ha. I can tell from your expression that you're marveling at my magical proportion scaling invention. However, I'll have to explain, no please don't, its principles to you another time. We must set out quickly or we'll lose Victor's magic crystal ship. The activation procedure for the magical puppet bird is really simple. Let's do it together. This is taking forever.
The magic puppet bird soars above the ocean level with you atop it, landing smoothly upon the powdery sands of Mekkhashore. Next time we fly, dear bird friend, could you perchance fly a little closer to the ground? I'm afraid of heights. I think I'm going to be sick. Last night's grilled fish is leaping and somersaulting in my belly. But on the bright side, we're finally at Mekkhashore. This is Mekkhashore. This place has been thriving port of as long as I can remember. Ships all toing and froing, ferrying magic crystals about the waves. It was teeming with researchers all here on a special study, visits keen to see what experiments were being conducted at the lab. At least it was right until the explosion.
These last 10 years, my mentor has been the Isle's sole occupant. You're right, of course. Exploring the hitherto unknown comes at a price. Time grows short. We must get to Mekkhashore before Victor does. Let's press on. You unwittingly glimpse masts looming upright in the ocean mist. Victor's vessel is approaching. By the time you snap back to your senses, Donella and Filter have already raced off into the distance. Of course they have. Because they didn't care. Ooh, someone's stuck. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So, yo.
Accept your fate. I see as my heart. Frost and snow. Blessing of the forest. Heed my ice storm. Accept. Feel the pain. Accept your fate. I see as my heart. Frost and snow. Heed blessing of the forest. Ice storm. Feel the pain. Accept your fate. I see as my heart. Feel the pain. Accept.
Didn't really give me much, did it?
Accept your fate.
Stay alert, friends. I can hear fighting up ahead. Could spell danger. Creatures, begone. Ow, my arm. Watch those seaweed-covered fins of yours. Don't touch me. Slightly frail figure battles a horde of monsters. The clash starts fiercely, but soon quiets down. Before long, the monsters' howls dominate the scene. Wait, is that my mentor? So this is Theo Hine? Yes, I don't know why why mentor has suddenly awakened either. Anyway, let's help her out. Okay.
Accept your fate.
Oh my god, gosh. Hi. Thankfully, they weren't some powerful monsters. I could have also handled these troublesome creatures on my own. My mentor, it truly is you. When did you wake up? Why didn't you contact me? Are you in any discomfort? Do you still recognize me? I'm Donella. Theo Hines stares at the emotional wreck before her. Flicker of bewilderment flashes across her eyes. Donella? Oh, it's been a while, but you're still as impatient as ever. So many questions. Which should I answer first? Let's begin with the most crucial one, old friend. How did you awaken? I visited numerous healers back when I journeyed through Ardenthia, but none of them had a cure for your condition. Need you even ask? This magic crystal cannon, my faithful companion all these years, bears Theo Hines' craftsmanship. When it comes down to mechanical ingenuity, no gnome in Acorite Spiral would dare rank above her. Theo Hines looks over to Folto and nods her head calmly. Indeed, there's no one who understands mechanical design as well as I do. So that explosion back then shouldn't have happened at all. I feel as if I've slept for a very long time. Not long ago, I finally awakened from the sleep and felt a violent earthquake rock Mekkhashore. Upon waking up, I found not a soul on this island, only shipwrecks along the shore. I rummaged through the mechanical hut and found a magic crystal watch, only to discover that I had been in a coma for a decade. Mentor, you've already slept for 10 years. Over these years, I came here often to talk to you, but not once did you give a response. To think that you've completely awakened this time. I'd like to formally introduce you to my mentor and greatest mechanical inventor of all time, Theo Hines. Don't just stand around. It's not safe here. I'll take you to... What's wrong, mentor? I'm feeling rather weak. Perhaps from being asleep for so long. Do you happen to have food with you? This tastes odd. Goodness, you mustn't be so rude to those helping you. Please excuse her, traveller. Having spent so many years entrenched in machinery, she lacks some interpersonal skills. What she means is she's really thankful, right? Thank you. While everyone's attention is focused on Theo, Folter's magic crystal cannon suddenly erupts with a piercing roar and dangerous white smoke spews out from the cannon's barrel. I don't know how long I can do this now. Oh, that startled me again. That's my magic crystal cannon. Ever since I arrived in Ethercon, this old battle companion of mine has been throwing a tantrum every day. I didn't even do anything earlier yet, it almost went off. I'd arranged with Donella for a proper fix-up, but before she could lift a wrench, the blasted thing deteriorated beyond all reason. Let me examine it first. Even if it can't fix the issue, Mentor's here, and she's more skilled than I am. Donella takes the magic adjuster goggles and begins meticulously inspecting every gear and conduit. The rest of you wait in hushed anticipation. I'm 95% sure that the magic crystal cannon's malfunctioning isn't due to mechanical failure. Nothing is absolute. I'm simply maintaining a degree of caution, as is proper for an inventor. You needn't concern yourselves with such details. I suspect there's a disruption to the internal energy flow or some kind of interference affecting the magic crystal. I just want to get back to the battles. It's being interfered with by some kind of energy entity. Have any new energy entities appeared in these waters recently? New energy entities, right. Could it be related to the sea monster? Sea monster? Apparently I'm dumb. You relate to Theohine on account of the sea monster's troublemaking, as well as your reasons for coming to Mekkhashore. So, Mentor, do you have any weapon that can be used against the monster? Let me see if Mekkhashore is still standing. Hang on, old friend. You're not suggesting a repeat of that huge explosion, are you? The Mekkhashore is much too dangerous. That explosion claimed the lives of hundreds and even left you in a coma for almost a decade, Theohine. The explosion was merely incidental. Such mishaps are the birth pangs of all great invention. Oh, my chest can't handle more. Mekkhashore is revolutionary. Should it prevail, no gnomes shall ever cower again. Most gnomes aren't skilled in combat. They'd rather lock themselves in their laboratories and invent new creations for their own amusement. However, when faced with a formidable invader like the sea monster, there's a chance that a great calamity could befall us. Meanwhile, the original purpose of the Mekkhashore was to protect Anchorite Spiral through the power of machines. Mentor makes sense. The Mekkhashore may perhaps be our only hope. Under Theohine and Donella's persistence, Volta has no choice but to nod his head in agreement. The Mekkhashore shattered into pieces during the explosion. To restore it, we must first locate a few of its core components. Its left and right hand weapon, and the indispensable power supply, the Cryshot. Victor is also craving the Cryshot. We must take the initiative to forestall him. They must have been scattered all over Mekkhashore after the explosion. But the good news is I happened to discover a piece of wreckage while on my way to this beast. Great. Let's hurry over. They can talk. Oh. Why aren't you moving? That's kind of irritating.
Accept your fate.
I see as my heart, feel the pain.
Frost and snow, blessing of the forest, heed my call. Ice storm. Accept your fate. Accept
Feel the
your
pain.
fate.
I see as my heart.
Frost and snow, blessing of the forest, ice storm. Accept your fate.
Feel the pain.
Accept your fate.
Feel
Seems as though I'm not going to get the chest, so that's fun.
Fighting is
Allow. Take the crimson crow.
surrender to my unholy light. Fighting is
Allow me to come. Take the crimson crow has arrived.
surrender to my unholy light.
That is the most stupid thing ever. Like,
Fighting is
Allow. Take my radiance. The crimson crow.
surrender to my unholy light.
okay. Really is here, but which of the Mekkhashore's components is this? You carefully examine the wreckage on the ground. This appears to be one of the robot's cannon barrels, which must have been a powerful weapon before the explosion.
You really know your stuff, my mentor. This wreckage has been exposed to the ocean winds and baking sun for a long time. Yet, besides some mud and moss, the surface plating looks entirely untouched by weathering of any sort. Perhaps it survived the blast undamaged. How about inserting a magic crystal and testing it out? Don't you have some magic crystal left from activating the magic bird puppet? Hurry up and give it a try.
With Donilla's guidance, you delicately fit the magic crystal into the wrecked robot slot. After a long wait, it seems nothing is going to happen.
It's all right. Mechanical failures are part and parcel of machinery. With mental and eye round, nothing is beyond repair.
Allow me to come forth. The Iron opens the toolkit she's carrying, meticulously repairs the component. Under everyone's watchful eyes, the launcher of the center of the cannon barrel flickers a few times before emanating a steady glow. Emitting a steady glow. Oh, I can't read. As expected of Theohind, so they can't write and I can't read. Your skills haven't waned one bit, even after so many years. This cannon barrel looks impressive. I wonder how it compares to my magic crystal cannon. There's a monster blocking the entrance to the beach. You could use it to test the cannon.
What impressive firepower. The cannon lets out a loud boom, and the monster nearby lets out a howl before falling unconscious. Such formidable force. It rivals even my beloved magic crystal cannon. Strike now while the monster lies stunned.
The Crimson Foe has arrived.
Surrender to my unholy light. Fighting is
Take my radiance. The Crimson Crow.
Let me try to recall what happened before the explosion. After I inserted the cry shot into the Mekkhashore, there was a blinding flash of light, and then I woke up in this room. Even after we locate all of Mekkashore's components, we'd still need its blueprint. We're not far from our home, so let's stop by and look for it on the way. Cool. So now everyone has to talk. Awesome. Bosses, guess was right. This weirdo mechanic has really woken up. Hey, you. Don't you get in our way. We're here to capture that weirdo with messy hair. If you hand her over, we'll let you go. Weirdo? Look who's talking, you two creeping about like cut purses at night. Hold on. Those foes seem disturbingly capable. While the boss's coin is tempting, is it truly worth gambling our necks for? You coward. Our pockets will never be short of gold if we manage to force that weirdo to spill the location of the cry shot. I think you're just dying to have a taste of my magic crystal wrench. Hey, we're all friends here. We can always discuss this peacefully. Traveler, let's have a nice talk with our two known friends first, and perhaps we can solve this amicably. Our boss is a merchant. There's nothing he won't sell if there's great profit to be made. What is his plan for the cry shot? We don't really know the exact details either, but we've heard rumors that boss will be trading into the aerial dwarves, who offered a really high price for it. What's more, they've also promised to purchase all their future weapons from boss exclusively. We are going to make so much gold from this. No wonder boss is the richest person on Anchorite Spiral. Fine. Even if boss is rich, it's not like any other gold will be going into our pockets, even though we're the ones risking our lives here. Heroes will be taking our leave now. Okay. I should have known. Victor is just a greedy merchant. I thought he wanted the Cryshot to develop powerful weapons, but it's just for a deal with Outlanders. Anchorite Spiral is facing an impending calamity, yet he is willing to steal something so important for the sake of some gold. Without the Cryshot, we can't activate the Mekkhashore, and our last hope against the sea monster will be gone. We can't let that happen. For Anchorite Spiral, we must hurry.
Then let's set off immediately after Theothine gets the blueprint. We don't need any more. I feel like my memory of the blueprint are gradually coming back to me right now. Since time is currently of the essence, let's go check out the Mekkhashore's condition first.
Great. I've been itching to admire Anchorite Spiral's greatest creation for a long time.
Eager to see the Mekkhashore, Theohine rushes ahead and quickly disappears from sight. Afraid that her mentor might run into danger, Donella, together with Filter, quickly sprints after her. Oh, this is taking forever. I get that everyone loves stories and stuff, but put some voiceovers on. At the fork in the road, you notice a marking left by Donella on the ground, a magic crystal magnetic marker pointing east.
Traveller, at last you arrive. Behold the Mekkhashore. By the gears, what a marvel.
The robot is lying lifeless in the deep pit as you gaze at its moss-covered, tattered shell. I misjudged the Cryshot's capacity, setting the input threshold beyond the tolerance, like a narrow canal overwhelmed by a flash flood. The excess could only erupt outward in catastrophe. You make a lot of sense, but old friend, if the Mekkhashore couldn't contain this much energy back then right now, it's impossible for what you're afraid of to happen. It's going to be different this time. I won't make the same mistake again. We've been friends for so many years, so I trust you, of course. However, the last explosion was genuinely perilous, and as your friend, I don't want to see you in jeopardy again. God, this is...
Relax. Explosions are really common during research. My lab blows up frequently too, so you don't need to get too worried. Besides, both Mentor and I will be on site. We'll carefully and meticulously resolve all mechanical faults before activating it.
Judging by the crater, the explosion was bigger than I thought. The other weapon and the Cryshot must have fallen in different directions, probably west and south. Since that is so, it'd be better if we split up the search. Traveller and Donella, you'll head west, while Theohine and I will head south.
Sure, we've got no time to waste. Let's set off.
Okay.
Thing is, I don't mind story. I love a good story. But when something is dragged out and filled in with clutter, it annoys me. I love the game, but the storytelling, it can just drag.
Allow me.
Something that I really do hate is when the story drags.
Blessings of
Oh.
starlight upon you.
God. Because it's like you're doing fillers. You know, you're filling crap in. And for what reason? Like if you're running out of store, oh well. Leave it. Like, geez, Donella irritates me at the moment.
Has arrived.
So emotional.
The crimson has arrived.
Surrender to my unholy light. Fighting is the
Allow
only
me
way.
to come.
Take my radiance.
Forth.
Surrender to my unholy light. Fighting is
Take my radiance.
Blessings of starlight.
fighting is the
Allow me.
Take
The
my
crimson
radiance.
has arrived.
holy light. Fighting
Allow me.
Take my radiance.
The crimson crow has arrived.
I didn't think we'd meet outlanders here. Are you sure to collect? Are you here to collect scrap too? Us too. This island has been abandoned for many years due to the explosion, but we were suddenly sent here to pick scraps. But these are all good ores. After we mine them, we've still got to deliver them to the boss. How did you know? Do you know, boss? Not only do we know each other, but our destinies also seem to be intertwined. By the stars, you and your companion cut such striking figures. Clearly people of influence. Like, you guys could have just taken that whole line out. When next you see our boss, do whisper in his ear about adjusting our remuneration. Could have just said, by the stars, you both are so beautiful. Blah, blah. Mining for ores is such a tough job, but boss only sent the two of us here. Ugh, I really can't push anymore. I'm out of energy. Thank you. You're such a kind soul. I wish I could give you something, but my pockets aren't even cleaner than my face. You must think me ridiculous. What I want won't involve you spending any gold, but I'm sure if you'll be able to give it to me. Since there's no one else around, we can tell you anything you'd like to hear. You're not asking about some ordinary machinery, are you? No, it's gigantic and intricately structured. It looks a lot like a harpoon. Just 2 days ago, I actually spotted a beautiful piece of machinery. It was huge and covered entirely by moss, and seemed like it was once in an incredible weapon. Would that be what you're looking for? It's down south. Sounds about right. Travel, let's hurry over there. Oh, you get to take a shortcut, but not me. That's just arsehole move. Victor, I used to look up to you as a reliable elder, but never did I ever think that in your greed for money.
Ho 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 ho! Donella, I think it's time you learned the most important lesson in life, the law of gold. Don't you know that the robot wreckage behind me and this entire desolate island are mine? I'm free to sell these scraps to whomever I want. If you want what's behind me, let's talk business. Everything's negotiable.
Perfect timing. We've got a score to settle with you, and it's not about gold.
Ho 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 ho, Dragon Slayer. You're interested in these small-time deals? Fitzgerald, stop them, and don't get blood on me.
Yes, boss.
Take my radiance.
The Crimson Crow?
Stop. What can you gain by going against me? Are you doing this for the failed experiment, or for that mad woman Theohine?
Victor, I forbid you from speaking of my mentor in this manner. I've always viewed you as a merchant with foresight and thought highly of your inventive ideas, yet you turned out to be such a greedy opportunist.
Inventive ideas? Let me ask you something, Donella. Without adequate funding, what can you use to fuel your great inventions? The inexhaustible water of the sea, or the mythical roars of flying dragons? Huh. Young one, your tranquil laboratory the inexhaustible fine of magic crystal, even the scrolls at your fingertips all bloom from gold. I do acknowledge that it is the efforts of genius inventors such as you that have changed the lives of us gnomes for the better. But without our funding, all of these inventions were merely lived as blueprints in your mind. Donella, you can think of me as just a greedy opportunist who only lost after gold, but I hope you do realize that the reason you can be so bold and unrestrained in your invention is because of the existence of many ordinary gnomes like us who mine every scrap of usable ore for you.
You.
She's an utterly hopeless madwoman. Back when I invested in this island, I spent millions of gold to build a state-of-the-art research institute with the agreement that she would develop and manufacture domestic defense robots. Did you know how many gnomes were lining up to purchase this product? I could have made a fortune from this, but in the end, you've all already seen what happened in the end. She insisted on researching a giant combat robot, torching all my capital overnight. What? Why? Because the madwoman was greedy, arrogant, and stubborn. It exploded. It all exploded. My precious only daughter died in that explosion too.
I'm sorry for your loss, yet Anchorite Spiral now stands imperiled. Only the Mekkhashore's restoration can turn back the Leviathan's tide. If we fail, the Norms will face great calamity. If you still consider yourself as one of us, then hand over the wreckage behind you.
Us gnomes aren't inclined towards combat. Rather than wasting our efforts, be wiser to offer adequate compensation to other races who are good at combat to help us, such as the aerial dwarves. They'd be sure to aid us in battle. You are welcome to fetch the script behind me, but the cry shot is absolutely mine to claim.
You're hopeless.
Save your breath. When my armada makes landfall at Mekkhashore, even years of camaraderie won't stay my hand.
The weapon's wreckage is right before you, determinedly extending a hand. You clear away the moss and install a magic crystal inside. This time the operation goes smoothly. After the magic crystal is inserted into a slot, the wreckage begins to react swiftly. It trembles slightly, as if responding to some distant summons. Oh. Amazing as always, traveler. So reassuring to go on an adventure with you. I wonder if Filto and Mentor found the cry shot. Let's check it out. Traveler, Donella, I finally found you. Filter, what's wrong? Where's Mentor? Luckily, it didn't take us long to find the cry shot, but as soon as I got close, a strong, overwhelming force pulled Theohine towards it. I wasn't able to grab her in time because I'm useless. Yes, come with me quick. Okay. The cry shot in the distance emits a sinister, eerie purple light. Even from afar, you feel powerful force gripping your throat. Fingertips grow numb and cold. I swear I've never seen a cry shot like this. How can something extracted from magic crystal ore be this color? I don't know. What is it now exactly? That's not the only strange thing. A long time has passed since the explosion. So why are the mini-bots in the research laboratory all still active and functioning? According to past records detailing conventional energy consumption, the service life of these mini-bots is extremely short. The Mekkhashore has been abandoned for a long time, so how? Unless this cry shot is still supplying energy for the robots. First things first, we need to move Theohine away from this weird cry shot. She's pale, she won't last much longer. Let me think. Disruptors. This place was once a research laboratory, so there are definitely disruptions here. Experiments can be extremely dangerous, so it's always essential to have protective measures in place. Each laboratory has a disruptor installed, and when all of them are activated, the power supply to all machineries will be cut off. Very well. With these deranged mini-bots swarming around, Filter and I shall guard my mentor. The disruptors we entrust to you. This is taking forever. I just want to get to the fights and stuff. No. Like, yo, you guys go cut the story in half.
I've activated all the disruptors.
Seeing the Cryshot's radiance dim so dramatically, I knew with certainty you had succeeded.
Hurry and get Theohine down right now.
And they stand to one side and I have to do everything. You managed to save the pale-faced Theohine, laying her gently on the open ground nearby. Long moments pass under your watchful gaze, until at last her fingers stir and consciousness returns like the tide. Luckily, Theohine gets up easily, seemingly unhurt.
Mentor, what was all that earlier? I was so worried about you. You finally awakened from your coma after so many years, and if anything were to happen to you again.
I don't know. As soon as I got near the Cryshot, a strange force behind me, pulling me towards it. Maybe it just malfunctioned due to disrepair. After all, every invention needs maintenance.
Mentor, I'll escort you back to the mechanical hut to rest. You can leave everything else to us.
It's all right. I'm fine. We're almost there. I'll take you there myself. Slow down, old friend. Look at you, marching with such vigor. Did the Cryshot give you a power boost too? Traveler, I feel like I need to talk to you regarding this matter again. The explosion back then was incredibly frightening. Practically every single one of our gnome friends who participated in the research perished, leaving only Theohine as the sole survivor. So, the true cause of the explosion has been covered up. I hope you understand what I mean. I think we still ought to stay cautious. Of course, all this is merely speculation on my end. Let's not tell Donella about this for now. Because she'll wada. Whatever the case, we're already here. So let's go view the robot together. Like Brokeback Mountain. Oh, well. The robot in the deep pit is more damaged than you expected. It lies lifeless on the ground, with moss almost completely engulfing it. Theohine silently gazes at the distant robot, her eyes burning with a passion you've never seen before.
It's beautiful. Such unparalleled craftsmanship and design.
Truly awe-inspiring. How did you manage to build something this massive with such small frames? Mekkhashore's damage is worse than I imagined. I'm not sure we can make it in time.
Don't worry. I'll give it all my all. I'll give it my all to help you. Besides, with Filter and the Dragon Slayer on our side, nothing can go wrong. Fucking hell, when people say that, right? Engineering tower, jammers, part repairs, energy and power diagnostics. What else? It'll be a real problem if we can't find it. I've just found a stack of precious blueprints from my master, from my mentor, the fruit of wisdom. Then a gust of wind scattered them everywhere to no avail. I don't know what's gone into me these days, all thumbs and jitters. Thank you so much. I think that's where I end with my talking. Oh. Okay. Okay, and if you've come this far, let me give you a secret. Well, it's first come, first serve. It's a once-off. It can only be used once by one player and one player only. So whoever gets it first, at least say or comment that you've got it, please. So yeah. Let's see. Oops. So whoever gets it first. As F2P,
that was supposed to go to me because I'm a mod, and it's a small perk I get. It helps a little now and then, so I hope it helps whoever gets it first. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. And remember, please comment that you've got it. Thanks. Smells like rain. Yep. Ooh. Okay. It's weird though that they put so much effort into the story, but then it just suddenly just ended. Like, oh, we need to repair. Bam. What do I do now? You know? Yeah. I complain that the story is too long, and then I complain when they make it short. You can't. Yeah, I can't be pleased. Just such an ass. Okay. So what's here? Let's see where all the blue is. Ow. La, 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 la,
Allow me to come. Take the crimson row.
Surrender to my holy light.
Okay, I don't know where that's coming from now. It's not coming from there, so that's weird. I swear Fulto has a mermaid fetish. Well, he has a female fetish. Is anything female he goes for? We gotta get them a cup of water.
That's the demo. Damn. Oh. So it's dungeon. Okay, so I can go then. Oh, sorry. Oh, well. Oh. The other one though didn't say.
Completed.
Okay, so let's go. Let's try this team. See how far I go.
Time to gather. Which one of you striving for truth? Time to gather. Time to gather. Shadow descends. Which one of you need you? Time to gather. Which one of you striving for truth? Time to the shadow descends. Time to bestow your weapons. In striving for truth. striving for truth. Time to get. Which one of them? Striving for truth. Shadows descend. Time to bestow your weapons of. Which one of me do you like best? Time to gather. Which one of me? Shadows descend. Time to gather.
And if you don't have a torrent, use a Stella. It's easy enough.
Shadows descend. Fight for me. Time to bestow your weapons. Which one of me do you like? Striving for truth. Time to gather. Which one? Shadows descend. Fight for me. Always bestow your weapons upon him.
Let's try it. Okay.
Never betray Master's trust.
So firstly, damn it, Bobby.
I shall protect the capital till the end.
Have you checked out? Never betray master. Shut up.
Okay, that I think is a nice one. And let's see how we get. And I think it's only now 3, so but we can see how far I get
Freezing wind, don't bully me.
nonetheless.
I'm just an old fella. I will conquer. Die, trespasser.
Frigid blade.
Goodbye, loser. Everything is from the freezing wind, don't. From the freezing wind, don't bully me. I'm just an old fella. I will conquer. Die. Goodbye, loser.
Frigid blade.
Everything is from the freezing winter. Don't. Don't. Everything is under from the freezing winter. Goodbye, loser. I will conquer. Die. Trespass.
Frigid blade.
Don't. Everything is under control. I'm just an old fella. From the freezing winter. Everything is. Goodbye, loser.
like the dice that they've added. And then it stopped. And it's just bread on a cycle. That's not intriguing for me. What's with all the bread? I can't do anything with that right now. And that was looking so good in the beginning. And that's just such a freaking waste. Like there, 500, 500, 5, 5. And then, yeah. Okay. So this is available Sunday. Ooh. Okay, guys, and that's it for me for today. As we can see, nothing else can be done. I shall see you tomorrow. Or should I do? I've already completed this. I'll see you Sunday. When we can do everything. Yeah. See you Sunday. Love and leave you.